Welcome back. As you can see, I've decided to try installing all of our flooring, and it's going pretty well. I had intended to hire someone to do this for us, but turns out that costs quite a bit of money, and we're using luxury vinyl plank flooring. It's super easy. So I watched a bunch of videos and figured, okay, I could do that. Back when I was about 17 years old, I worked for a guy who laid carpet, who had a carpet shop or a flooring shop, and I learned to do carpet and sheet vinyl and all those kinds of things. I also remember not really enjoying it that much because it's hard on the knees, but that was a long time ago. And this product wasn't around then. You've probably seen this stuff. It's got the padding, the wear layer, everything all in one. You don't have to lay underlayment on the floor or foam or anything, unless it's like a concrete slab and you want to do that for moisture control. But in our application, it's all going on wooden subfloor. So you just kind of vacuum your floor really well, and I've gone along with sort of a floor scraper just to check for any high spots or weird, maybe if there's a nail sticking up a little bit too far. No problems there. Pretty good floors. We did a good job of putting these floors in. So this is just laying down quite well. I spent kind of yesterday doing this. This is one of the bedrooms, and I'm going to continue today and show you a little bit about what I'm doing. It's not that difficult, and I'm going to save us a couple $1,000. The other reason is I need to have my floors in downstairs in the kitchen, especially for our appliances to come in, especially where the dishwasher goes and where the refrigerator goes. Countertop guy was here today templating, so that's going to be 2 weeks before countertops go in. So things are just going to start going boom, 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 boom. And I need to have my floors in. The other reason I need to have my floors in is with this type of floating floor, you need a 1/4 inch gap around the entire perimeters to give it room to expand and contract depending on your weather, seasonality. So the good thing for us is most of our drywall, there's a gap about half inch from the floor. So we could kind of fit that just under that drywall and then lay our baseboard down on top of that. Not real tight, but tight enough to close that seam. And we won't have to use shoe mold or cord around. It'll just have a nice clean look. So that's why I'm doing the flooring now before I do all my trim and baseboard and all that. So let's get going. I'll show you a little bit about how it works. So excuse the mess, but it's construction. I've come out here from the bedroom. Actually, I started in that corner and ran this way, came around that door there and just kept coming to where it terminates against this railing. And I'm going to have to do that with this whole floor because there is no transition strip between rooms. It's all one. There will be a transition strip here. This is the bathroom where the vinyl stops and the tile starts. And I'm going to finish this room and then continue outside in the loft, but I'm getting up close to these closets where you got to make some detailed cuts, which takes longer, but whatever. All right, real quick, the way I started this, I started in that corner and I went out the door, and then I am working my way this way. And the way I laid it out, I wanted to have the same width plank on that wall as I do on this wall, start and finish. So I just measured the room from there to there, divided it in half, and struck a line in the middle. And my planks are 7 1/8 wide. So I figured out how many full planks, and then each end is like a 5-inch strip. So that allowed me to have an even space strip there, and same size on each side, if you get what I'm trying to say. So these planks are just 4 foot long, and they're 7 1/8. The actual wear layer is 7 1/8. And your tongue and groove, click lock. This technology's come a heck of a long way. This is probably the easiest brand that I've messed with. This is Farmstead Woods Reclaimed Oak. Color is Knoxville. 18.9 square feet per carton. Only tools I'm really using are this pull bar and a rubber mallet that I put some tape on. What else? Get yourself some knee pads, that really helps. And you know, like a square and whatever. Now, when I go to cut this stuff, I've seen people on YouTube score it with a utility knife and just snap it. And that may have worked for some brands of this stuff, but not this. This wear layer is very thick, very hard. And so I'm using a circular saw and just a table saw to make all my cuts. And then any kind of detail stuff I need to do, I use the oscillating tool. Finish this. These are easy. You can put the long side in first. Kind of push it. And if it doesn't want to drop, just give it a little tap and it'll fall. You kind of almost don't even need a hammer for this stuff, but I use one anyway. Just to make sure it's all good. Slide the long end and then slide it towards the butt end. Give it a little tap till it drops, and that's it. All right. So I've got 3 different boxes I'm working out of to try and make sure I get a lot of random patterns. I think there's about 5 different patterns, and so I'm just trying to work through different boxes at once. I wish all products were this easy to install. Really like it. All right, I just cut these pieces to fit, and I made some pieces to fit around that little piece of wall. So we're gonna see how this works. One of the nice things about this second story is that all of the HVAC vents are in the ceiling, so I don't have to cut out registers, so that saves a little extra step. Sweet. Here's the piece I cut for wrapping around this little piece of wall. These are going to get baseboard the whole way around, no casing. This is just a nook for like, put a desk here, Ethernet, there's a light, little work area. And let's see if we can get her in there. Nice. I'm gonna bump it down this way. Make sure we've got enough clearance. That looks good to me. All right, we're here on the last row, and I have kept the groove side, cut off the tongue side, because the tongue faces that way. And we're just going to finish this off. Just like that. All right, getting there. This room's done. Already got it full of junk. There's that desk I talked about when I was making the railing that we had to move upstairs before we finished the railing. But this turned out pretty good. These cabinets are going to go in that bathroom once the countertop's in. Overall, pretty happy. So that's kind of what the rooms are going to look like. Now, gotta do that room. And gotta do this loft. Here's the last piece for the loft. Like butter. Cool. Okay, flooring is finished on the second floor. Turned out great. Wasn't as difficult as I thought it might be. That's really easy to use. Flooring is really easy to install. Real happy with it. So now I'm going to start working on the first floor, which is a little more challenging because there's so much crap down here. I just got everything kind of out of the way. I'm going to vacuum. Use a floor scraper to see if we can find any high spots. Make sure there's no weird screws sticking up. Make sure everything is within a 3/16 of an inch in terms of flatness. So I'm going to wrap this one up here, 2 weeks, hopefully countertops, then I can finish the entire kitchen. And then we're almost there. So hopefully July 4th we'll be sitting here with a cocktail, relaxing, and this thing will be over. So we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.